So it says 60p, so they've done it for 30p. It's Mr. Grumpy, Now's Fatherhood. Yeah, thinking you don't remember this Mr. Men story? So this is one of the grown-up ones aimed at adults. A bit like the famous 5 series they do aimed at adults, the sort of satirical ones. This is in that kind of thing. Also, I mean, this was 20p, so it was 10p. Skullduggery Peasant book. That one I got to sell on Stufforium. That was a World Book Day book. I thought that'd be a nice one to go for sale. Viz. So this is a really nice condition Viz annual. I need to double check my collection to see if I've got this one or not. If I have already got it, it will go for sale. Use the year. The year is, it says first, and in brackets, probably last printed September 1992. So it's in very good condition for that, actually. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're not familiar with Fizz, it's a humorous comic aimed at adults rather than kids. It's quite satirical in places. There's a lot of sort of politicians and celebrities of the time, depending on what year you get, because this still goes now. Viz, sort of taken off and all that kind of thing. This one's called the Viz Fish Supper, the very best indeed of issues 43 to 47, not suitable for children. I usually find at least some of it fun in there. I mean, the most legendary part is probably the reader's tips, which are always amusing. And then the last book I got from that charity shop, and this was a real bargain because it was half that price. I would have absolutely paid that original price, but because you don't see things like this too much in charity shops, and they cost a fair bit. It's in nice condition. So this is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the Watcher's Guide, and it is just that, a Watcher's Guide to Buffy. So I can see you've got scripts there. You've got like quotes. You've got episode guide, character profiles, all that kind of thing. It's got a nice mix of colour photos and black and white. I've seen these things go for about £5 on eBay around, so not a huge amount, but I'm not selling this one anyway. It's a nice companion to go with Buffy, as I do like Buffy. Oh, I saw this. So we've had a girl on a train. We have a girl in a rear view mirror. Don't know much about it, but I'm going to have a little look into it. It was only 50p, so might go for sale, or I might read it myself. Sometimes you can get some bargain clothes from charity shops. I try to buy as much as I can with clothes second hand. This is from an RSPCA charity shop. Just some basic t-shirts. Literally £1. This is TU, so that would be from Sainsbury's, and I think they're like about at least £6 new. It's in really good condition. This one, I just picked some ones that I thought were nice. Also £1. I had a couple, few for £1, and this is from Next, so that would been about £200 originally. Yeah, nice. Actually, it's okay. I thought it was fraying. It was just something that had come off something else and landed on this. Alright, it's not fraying. It's got a nice little pocket, and yeah, I would say also in very good condition.
Later.
Yeah, I got Baby Jane Hudson. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is a character from Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, as it shows you on the back. Now, if you're unfamiliar with that film, it's a film from, or I believe it was 60 something, can't remember the exact date, and it stars the very famous Bette Davis. As you can see, Bette Davis eyes she has. Yeah, and she's also got her iconic makeup. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the film, I believe it should be in the horror category. I mean, I think it's a pretty disturbing film, but it's a horror film I am a big fan of. It's basically about two sisters and their relationship, and they're getting one over on each other, but in a way that takes, let's say, extreme lengths. Yeah, it's a classic. it doesn't rely on gore or anything like that. It's not about that. It's a character-led and story-led horror film, which is what I prefer. Yeah, I thought that was a really unique find in that unique Funko, that I didn't even know they did, but I like it. I think it works really well. If you've seen the film, you may agree that that looks pretty good as a Funko Pop version. A lot of people keep their Funkos in their boxes. Yeah, that's not for me. You know, I've got this. I'm not going to sell it. I'm not trying to keep it in its pristine condition in its box. It's fine if you want to do that, but for me personally, I think Funkos look best out of their box and displayed. Yes, they will lose value doing that, but as I say, I'm not planning on selling this one, so it's absolutely fine. So here is how she looks out of her box. Very good. I think that was a very good 5. Yeah, let me know if you like the film this is based on, if you have this Funko Pop. Yeah, so the other interesting pickup I got from the same cancer research charity shop, and this is Hatsune Miku. I hope I pronounced that right. If you don't know who this is, to be honest, I don't know too much about her, only her basic knowledge. My understanding of this character, this is a 16-year-old girl who is a mascot for some kind of Japanese software company, which has this maybe a voice synchronization software or audio software in some way. I think that maybe you can play music through this software. You can. It's something to do with audio. I really don't know too much, and I'm going to look more into it. But this is the mascot. That's the point. Yeah, and yeah, I thought that was a good little buy for £2. This charity shop really gets some good stuff in that you don't typically see at other charity shops, which is why it's one of my favourite, and it's also my most local, so that is very handy.